going to be doing a video about olive skin, which happens to be my skin type. And I'm kind of the type that once I look something up, I end up reading tons and tons of articles about it for about an hour, so I know a lot about olive skin now, and I thought I may as well share my info here. Olive skin, although sometimes can be pale, is very different in properties to fair skin, so I'm making this video so people with olive skin can understand the differences and ways to look after their skin. Like all usual skin types, olive skin is inherited from someone in your family. My dad has olive skin, for example. People with olive skin are most commonly found in the Mediterranean and Southern Europe, but they can also very commonly be found in Latin America, the Middle East and Central Asia. Olive skin can also occur with any hair or eye colour. It's a myth that you can only be a brunette or brown-eyed to have olive skin. Some of you might be wondering if you have olive skin or not, and I can tell you the way to find out. Olive skin can come in any range of darkness. It can be pale to dark brown. The key is, olive skin is yellow and greeny in tone, hence the term olive skin. It's generally thicker skin than fair skin, so you'll find that you have a smoother tone. The easiest way you can check is to check the veins on the undersides of your wrists. If the veins look greeny and yellowy in colour instead of blue or purpley, that means you very likely got olive skin. Here's an example. Here's a picture of my boyfriend and me. He is typical Scottish, very white, pinkish toned skin, and then there's me on very similar level of paleness, but as you can see I've got this greeny yellowy tone to my skin which he doesn't have, and that shows the difference between our two skin types. Because olive skin is much thicker and has better protection from UV rays, people with olive skin age much slower than people with fair skin, so we have genetics on that side. When signs of aging do appear, you'll have much less wrinkles than you would expect. However, the wrinkles you do have will be a bit deeper because the skin again is thicker. Also, because of the thicker skin, be careful when you're middle-aged and elderly, as you're more susceptible to getting jowls. But exercises can help fix that, so not to worry too much there. A nicer fact about olive skin is that it's the smoothest and most supple type of all skin tones, so you'll end up feeling really nice, usually without much effort. Of course, like with any skin type, olive skin has its own share of problems. Olive skin often comes hand in hand with hyperpigmentation, which is basically where you get blotches of darker skin colour on random parts of your body. For me, I've got makeup on so you can't see it, but I tend to get darker brown and red areas of skin around my nose. Also, a very common side effect of olive skin is to have dark under eye circles, which tend to be more browny than dark blue. I have really bad dark circles under my eyes and I have to use a lot of concealer to cover it up. I look sleepy all the time basically, which isn't far from the truth. Unfortunately, because of hyperpigmentation, olive skin types are the most prone to scarring. I accidentally burnt myself on the cooker about 10 months ago and it's still very much there. The scars will tend to be bigger and browner and they could last on you for quite a few years. On my other arm I did something very similar with the oven when I was 14. I'm 23 now and it's still kind of there. So yes, because olive skin type people scar very easily, please, if you can, avoid popping your spots. You might have all these little brown dots on your face left over when your spots go away because of scarring. This also means you're prone to stretch marks, so please be careful. On the Fitzpatrick skin type scale, olive skin is type 4. Olive skin tans very gently in the sun. It rarely sunburns and you will get brown very easily. I know I'm very pale now, but if I spend quite a while in the sun, I can start going brown within a day. While there is a lower risk of skin cancer and better UV protection with olive skin, that does not mean you shouldn't cover up. It is a very bad misconception that when you have olive skin you don't need to put any coverage on. You still must protect your skin. Please always use sunscreen all over any exposed skin when you're out in the sun. Olive skin tends to have both dry and oily patches, or combination skin. The best way to look after olive skin is to use a cleansing foam or toner daily and use a micro scrub 2 to 3 times a week to get rid of dead skin. For a cleanser, I use L'Occitane's brightening cleansing foam. It's actually really gentle on my skin so it doesn't irritate. It's very soft, you only need a little bit so it lasts a long time. The brightening effect in it has sort of evened out the tone of my face and prevented the hyperpigmentation from being so noticeable. so it's fantastic for that. However, to notice any, brightening of the face, you do have to use it for a good few weeks at least. Always keep the dry areas of your skin moisturised. The moisturiser, which I swear by, is E45 cream, which is basically the plainest pH neutral non-perfumed moisturiser you can get. Even though it's creamy and shiny, it's non-greasy, which means it shouldn't give you spots if you apply on a clean face. Because olive skin is the thicker skin type, it needs significantly more vitamin D than people with fair skin. Which is a problem if you live in the UK, because even at the height of summer, none of us get the right amount of vitamin D that you're supposed to have. Logically, this is also probably related to the fact that people with olive skin originated from warmer and sunnier climates. So yes, people with olive skin need to get more sunshine, or at least take vitamin D supplements. I take one every day. And of course, taking vitamin C supplements will always help take care of your skin. I had problems in the past finding makeup products that actually fitted my skin type because of the yellow greenishness. In the UK, everything obviously sells more for the paler, pinkish hued people. And so I basically ended up getting my foundation from Korea, because obviously in East Asia, yellow skin tones with greyer undertones are like the norm there. I use Misha Perfect Cover BB cream, which is amazing because it's really pale. This one is number 13 Milky Beige, which is the palest type of this category. And yet it's very yellow and kind of greyish, and it fits my skin tone perfectly. Another great thing about this BB cream is that it has skin whitening properties in it. This is a very common property of Korean and Japanese makeup products. This has actually helped, again, look after my skin as well as sort out the hyperpigmentation. I would say this is like the best thing for if you have olive skin. For the dark under eye circles, which are so common with olive skin, I use Garnier Roll-On Concealer. It works really well because you just roll it on, dab it in, and that's you sorted for the day. Universally, the colours which people say I'm most likely to work with olive skin types are rosy pinks, peaches, plums, khaki greens and bronzes. I guess there's a reason why everyone says pink suits me so much. So that's all I have to say about olive skin. I hope those of you that have the same skin type as me got some helpful info from that. And yeah, I will see you again next time. Bye bye.